What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of My Team Career Mode. Today, we are starting the season 2 of our My Team journey, and right now, we are just going through the practice sessions. So, if you missed the preseason episode, do check that one out as there was some crazy amount of driver transfers which we saw in that episode. So, right now, we are doing some practice sessions to gain some much needed R&D points because obviously, in this season, also, we are still a backmarker car, and since we are a backmarker car, we have a lot of things to improve, as the weather here will be a dry weather. So obviously in Bahrain it is very dry and there is no chance of rain, at least in the foreseeable future. And today we will be starting this Bahrain Grand Prix with the Renault engine, and we did some changes to the livery of our car. So yeah, this is the start of the season 2, and I appreciate all the likes and subscribes you guys gave. So I hope this support continues and we can grow a nice community here. And so let's start with this qualifying, as this is our first push lap here at this Bahrain circuit. And because obviously we are short of time, and I don't think we can again go to the pits to gain another set of tires and go for a better lap. So we just did some lap, and Charles Leclerc gets the P1 and Q1. So obviously he's maintaining the championship lead like he did in the previous season, and Drogovic goes to P2. So a very remarkable performance from our teammate as he goes to P16, and we are in P22. So we have a lot of things in our hand to improve. Otherwise, we are just doomed. Charles Leclerc, Verstappen, and Sainz, Hamilton will be starting in the front two row of the grid, as our teammate Drogovic is in P16. So remarkable drive from him, and we are starting from the back of the grid. So it is 5 red lights, and away we go for the start of this Bahrain Grand Prix. And obviously, we are just very horrible at the starts because we get a lot of wheel spin, and we are trying to just gain at least some 3-4 positions at the starting. So in the turn 1 it is very difficult because the car is unstable and we may have the chance of losing the front wing, so we have to be careful about that. And that's why we are just very tentative at the start of this race, and we almost crashed into the back of Gasly. I mean, that is quite unfortunate thing that would not happen if in the lap 1 only we damaged our front wing, but somehow we managed to break our car so that we do not just damage the front wing and the side part of Gasly. As talking about Gasly, we just overtook Tsunoda, so his teammate. So it was a decent opportunity, but again, the AlphaTauri has the Red Bull engine, so which is very powerful in the straight line, and he just overtakes us at the straight. And right now we are just trying to gain as many positions as we can from the back of the grid, and we overtake Tsunoda at the corner. So in the corners we are very strong, but in the straights we are lacking the much needed horsepower, and also we have to reduce the drag which we are experiencing in the straights. As you can see, Gasly again just goes down the inside, and we just leave him enough of the space for him to do that overtake. But we managed to get the inside line in the turn 2, which enables us to overtake him, and we also get the dose of DRS. So yeah, GG's to us, as we are just trying to maintain our position in the back of our teammate. As you can see here, Gasly again just tried to overtake us, but we get the DRS in the next lap also. So it is a tough race for us, because since it is the starting race of season 2, we do not have the much needed upgrades which our competitors have. So right now we are just focusing on maintaining the speed at the corners. As you can see here, Sergio Perez has a DNF. His engine just blew up in the Bahrain Grand Prix because of the high heat, I suppose. And that is unfortunate for Checo, as obviously anybody wants to have some decent start at this starting race of the season, but I think it was unfortunate that he got this engine failure, as our teammate goes into the pits at the end of lap 10. So our teammate is doing from soft to hards. So it is a different strategy, and let us see what happens, because 19 laps on those hards is quite a difficult thing to do. And talking about difficult things, Tsunoda just spins here at the turn 9, I think. So yeah, he just put on the throttle and the curb just spun him around, and we are also suffering on the tires, so we decided to pit at the beginning of lap 15. And obviously we are going for this alternate strategy of medium to hards, as our mediums are already 54%. So we have certain leeway to do the
Okay, we had an issue removing the left rear wheel. I know it's not
as our team just ruins the pit stop by just making an error in fixing the rear tire. I mean, come on, man, this is the first race, so it is what it is. As and we also get an engine issue. Means already we are in the back of the field, and now we are, and you can see we are 3 seconds beyond our best lap. I mean, the engine issue is very serious, because otherwise we are just losing positions and time throughout these laps. As you can see here, the Alfa Romeo just overtakes us with ease, so Schwartzman is having a field day. And again, Latifi just overtakes us or tries to go around the outside, but we manage to stick our car at the apex, so which enables us to claim the position. But I don't think we will be able to hold on to this position, as our engine is on the verge of, what can I say, DNF. But I hope it does not, because already I'm feeling the loss of power. So our engine is having some sabotage, I think. Otherwise it is quite crazy, because in the first race itself we are having to face this engine issue, so which is making us lose a lot of time. But we are just managing to hold on to our position at the turns. But again, you know that Bahrain is a power circuit, so even if you get to hold on to these positions in the turns, it will be very difficult. As you can see here, Latifi just overtakes around the outside, so it is a very good overtake from the Williams guy. And now you can see Sonoda, who just spun in the earlier part of this race, also overtakes us. So that is the amount of time AlphaTauri has gained over us, because you can see our engine is very slow. So we are having this Formula 2 engine in this Formula 1 race, so it is quite a difficult thing to keep up with the pace of AlphaTauri. And right now we are just trying to maintain our position, as we are on the verge of losing another position. As there is a yellow flag, I think Verstappen loops it. Yeah, Verstappen loops it in the sector 3, so it is quite uncommon to see Max Verstappen do that. Or maybe if he does also, he just catches the car like in Brazil, and in the recent race also, Imola, I think. So as you can see here, now in the lap 26 we are giving way to the back markers, because obviously our car is just slow. As you can see here, Guan Yu Zhou overtakes us with ease. I mean, even in the straights also, the Aston Martin is very powerful, but still, because we have some engine issues, so we are having to concede the positions. As again, George Russell overtakes us, because obviously we are getting the blue flags because of our GP2 engine. I think we will have to look on this issue of the engine and do the much needed upgrades in the next race at Imola. As you can see, we are 4 seconds behind our best lap. So the engine issue is really just hampered our race at the start of the season 2, and I hope that we can turn around the fortunes in the upcoming races, as currently we are at the back marker. So being the back marker and also facing the engine issues is not quite what we are looking forward to. So I hope we get some luck in the upcoming races, and Imola will be the second race. I hope we can turn things around in the upcoming races, as Pierre Gasly gets the driver of the day. So GG's to him, as our teammate finishes in P14. So a remarkable drive from him, because obviously his engine was not faulty, so he was able to, score 2 positions from where he started the race. And we were unfortunate to have that engine issue, which just ruined our Grand Prix here at the Bahrain circuit. And we finished in B20, as Charles Leclerc and Ferrari claim the lead in the championship. So let us see what the Ferrari does, as obviously they are the defending champions, as Charles Leclerc was the winner in the season 1 and Ferrari was the constructors winner in season 1. So we will be choosing our rival, which is Lance Stroll. So hopefully we will be able to score some points over our rival, and we will be able to gain some acclaim. So thank you guys for watching this video, and we will see you again in the next video, which will be at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix at Jeddah. So subscribe this channel for daily F1 22 comments. Until then, peace.